A very good evening and welcome to Bengaluru. Here we are bringing live action from Super Division League Round 15. It promises to be an electric encounter. It's Kickstart FC taking on Sporting Club Bengaluru. Nearing the business end, match day number 15. But both these sides, let me remind you, are playing just their 14th match as we draw curtains on an 18-game season. It's been a long season, it's been a grueling season, but Kickstart have a chance to make it all count. How long will they take it? Let us find out. Kickstart in high spirits ahead of the game. It's a solid lineup for them. It's the skipper Karthik G in the middle, Kabir Tofik in goal. Remember, they're rotating between goalkeepers, and Kabir gets to start this. Arvind as the right back, Subramanian, Rohit, Abiang Mane finish the defense. Godwin, Carlos, and the skipper Karthik, along with Biswas in the middle of the park. And it's a strike pair of Vignesh and Rakesh up front. A classic, good old 4-4-2 is what Kickstart FC decide to go with today. In fact, it's been their tried and tested setup. When something is working well, why do they have the need to change it? Manager Satish Kumar is making things work. Monish is back on the bench for them. The star man who has been excellent so far. Will be glad that he's on the bench at least to help them in the final stages of the campaign. Vignesh, the assisting linchpin, is having a go in a forward position today alongside Rakesh. One final hooray before the action gets underway. SC Bengaluru, not quite a vintage season so far for them, but they have to keep on going. Sat sixth right now, but a win today, let me remind you, will take them to third. A draw will also give them great boost by taking them to fourth. But they are out of the title race, though. Title race is pretty much firmly in the hands of Kickstart FC. 2 games in hand, just a point behind the leaders. Can they make good advantage of their fortune today? We will find out very soon. And we're underway, getting us away from the left to right of your screen in green, white, and green stripes are Kickstart FC. And defending currently, but attacking from right to left of your screen in all red are Sporting Club Bengaluru, the keeper called into action early on. Early touch of the ball for the goalkeeper and the defenders. And now, inside the opening 1 minute, SC Bangalore have a chance to take a free kick to test the opposition. Well, that could have been an attacking set piece, but Bengaluru opt to play it safe, using the four-man defense to build out from the back. Decent piece of skill to get away from the midfield, but he cannot find his teammate with the pass there. Now that's an unfortunate collision, but the referee is, of course, obliged to stop the game. That's an ambitious pass down the right wing. The defender saw it early. Couple of colliding heads. It will be in Kickstart's favor, the throw in. Slick start from both sides. Not afraid to go for it right from the word go. Now the defense has it their way, but they're unable to hold the ball. Gifted to the opposition once again. Bengaluru shifting the ball from end to end. Trying to fire it down the line, but Kickstart stop it in the tracks. On the ball now. You can tell by the look of it, plenty of cohesion in this unit. The pass was certainly a letdown there. When the defense sat in such a good shape, you're expected to complete your passes at the very least. Once again, Kickstart have an opportunity to restart with a throw in. Referee spotting some infringement. Not sure what that was. The throw in will be retaken. Perhaps an injury scare on the far side. It's a long tournament, games coming thick and fast. 18 games, it demands a lot from the players. They have to be on top of the physicality, mentality, everything, and especially given Kickstarter involved in the title race. They are faultless. Let me remind you, they haven't lost a single game in the league so far. And they are in such a good position in the title race, thanks to Bengaluru United's first loss of the tournament as well. That was recently. It makes them the outright favorites now. Well, as things stand, they're level on points, but still sit in second place courtesy of inferior goal difference to Bengaluru United. But still, they have a game in hand as things stand, let me remind you. If Kickstart FC do manage to find a winner, they will head to the top of the table with 2 points and a game to spare. What a position they are in. But right now, they have to defend. Some threat down the right wing, but it is a poor ball. Goal kick to Kickstart. Goalkeeper not in a rush to take it. He will take his time, obviously. That's another unfortunate coming together. The referee sees it. It is going to be a free kick for Bengaluru. I believe there was nothing but good intention from both the players. Genuinely went for the balls, just a coming together. Nothing more than that. The referee acknowledges that and goes on by just avoiding a free kick to Bengaluru. Not even thinking of the booking there, are we? Happy to take it a lot more central. This time lofted into the box. The defense will be the favorite to get it away. No threat at the end of it. It's going to be another goal kick. The number one, Kabir Tawfiq, has been excellent this season. Quite an unusual policy of rotating goalkeepers. That's the choice. That's the luxury of having two elite goalkeepers there. Abiang on the ball now. Goalkeeper calmly distributing it. Teasing and testing the defender now. హలో హలో డీయాక్టివేట్ చేసేసిన ఇన్స్టా ట్విట్టర్ కొన్ని రోజులు సుకూన్గా ఉందామని. చిరాకు దొబ్బింది అంశ. ఎన్ని పైన 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 కాదు, నీకు కాల్ చేయను కాసేపట్లో. చిన్న కాల్ ఉంది మా నీళ్ళతోటి, ఏదో దగ్గు గొంతుతో మాట్లాడుతున్నా. వాడు 4:30 కనెక్ట్ అవుదాం అన్నాడు. 4:30 అంటే వాడికి పొద్దున్న 11. A decent start to the game so far. Kickstart doing all the probing. Now, Bengaluru keep them away from their area. On the left-hand side, trying to hit a huge switch towards the right, but it gets cut out in the middle. Here are Kickstart once again. They retain possession. Asking questions of the fullback on the left side. Does he have some answers? Yes, is the solution there. The ball, it's a loose ball. The goalkeeper makes a meal of it, but somehow Bengaluru scrape and clear their lines. Kickstart asking questions dangerously, slipping away past defenders one and two, but he cannot get the shot away on time. Living dangerously, our Sporting Club Bengaluru. The defender just drawing away at the right moment to not concede a foul, allowing SC Bengaluru to build up. Taking the central route, the through ball, he must be offside. Anyways, the defender safely escorts it to the goalkeeper Kabir. Searching pass towards the center. The defenders doubled up, got the job done. Another injury scare. The goalkeeper of SC Bengaluru not in the best of shapes right now. Ponnar's son, AK, will he be fit to continue? Is the big question. Number one will be the favorite if Ponnar's son, the actual number one on the field, is deemed unfit to continue. The play will begin with a drop ball to Bengaluru. Retaining possession has been a problem for them. Just look at this phase. Bengaluru on ball. They're somehow finding new ways to give it back to the opposition. Kickstart winning it almost easily. Way too easily, I'd say. Trying to punt it towards the back line. The defense gets it away. Once again, Kickstart regain control. Runners on the right for him. Look at the fullback making the lung bursting run to offer support. Here is a chance to deliver the cross. The goalkeeper must be the favorite to it. After a couple of deflections, they have a chance to clear their lines. Another danger averted for Bengaluru. They're certainly living dangerously, not appreciating the ball, giving it away, only to be in trouble and defend for their lives later. They have a free kick now. That's an unnecessary free kick to give away from Kickstart's view. A solid start. Things are going well. It's just a matter of avoiding frustrations like this. A win will put them in a decent position, but let me remind you, a draw is not the end of the world either. They'll have another game to take charge of the proceedings in the league table. But how badly would they be chasing this win? Here's the goalkeeper assessing his options before going long. Now, two-man press. Goalkeeper gives it the boots, takes no risks there. The pressure has been decent from Kickstart. That's the advantage of having a 4-4-2. Your two strikers can constantly occupy their position, centre backs. Look at the skipper just positioning himself ahead of the defensive line, trying to find those passes to crack open the defense. A very good run on the overlap from the right back, willfully ignored there. Tried to create a decoy on the wing before going centrally, but the move doesn't work out just as fine for them. Well, he was under a lot of pressure. Luckily got the ball away, but it could only happen once. SSC Bengaluru give it away yet again. Well, I'd really love to see the passing stats of this game. The team in Red's accuracy has to be terrible because they have failed to complete so many basic passes. Now knocked on. One by SC Bengaluru. We haven't seen a forward foray from them. And a positive 5 to 10 minute spell where they just pin back their position and pile some pressure. It's been a rare watch, but let us hope that they grow into the game and continue. But for now, the goalkeeper saves the day again with a fine sweep. Once again, through the middle. Kickstart. Just not that extra one in sharp today to take all these fine opportunities. Skipper Karthik bundled down, and it will be a free kick. A no-brainer for the referee. Will he go to his pocket is the real question. Karthik has been taking some really good positions. During build-up, he's dropping at the deepest of the middle two and trying to pick up the ball. And when on possession, he's finding those little pockets between the midfield and defense. With his quick turns and passes, he's getting things done. And now they have a free kick in an excellent position. Now the free kick goes two ways there. Set pieces are often so important these days. We have seen so many teams employ set piece analysts, specialist coaches for corners, throw ins, free kicks, and penalties. Everything is a science now, and every aspect of the game can be maximized with coaching. It's a matter of putting those extra hours on the training ground while trying to take free kicks, both offensive and defensive ones, whom to mark, when to mark. And offensively, it's important to have all kinds of crosses in the locker room, the in swingers, the out swingers, the delightful chips into the box. But as we approach the 30-minute mark, it's pretty much scoreless here. In a crucial encounter, Kickstart against SC Bengaluru are struggling to find their scoring boots. How quickly can they turn around? Bengaluru will restart it with a goal kick. Chance to heeds to the players. Throw in for Kickstart. Collision in the box, appeals for penalty, but the referee waving it away. SC Bengaluru unable to keep hold of the ball in the opposition territory. And Kickstart, as you can expect, are trying to slow things down. I think it should be the other way around. They should be having a sense of urgency to get things going and get that go ahead goal in this crucial encounter. But instead, Kickstart trying to slow things down inexplicably. The loose ball goes out in their favor. Kabir Tawfiq making his way all the way out wide to fetch the ball for his side. Under pressure, the defender gives a good shrug. But has the referee awarded a free kick? No, it's the answer. He just asked the player to get up and get on with his business. That is very good refereeing, you have to say. He's lenient, he understands the defender, he understands that contact is natural and tries to let it slide. Abiang fighting it into the middle, looking for options of a couple of twists and turns. Now trying to use those central spaces instead of going wide and trying to whip across in. They have decent height in the box, so why not try to go down the wing with pace and then try for a cut back or a cross? The ideas have to be more imaginative than use the same pass and pass through the middle trick for Kickstart. Heavy touch, allowing opposition to claim it, but luckily it falls Bengaluru's way yet again. Here they emerge on a break. Got some pace, sliding it through the middle. The striker in a foot race with the defender, but he will always lose that as the ball trickles out for a goal kick. And that is what happens when you play one right pass. You put everyone in jeopardy. The striker was in for it. The defender was in for it. SC Bengaluru causing the odd problem, but not a sustained one. Meanwhile, here is Kickstart on the right wing. Can he beat his man? Cuts inside, uses his fullback for dummy support. Another goal kick for Bonnarsson. He won't be complaining all game long. He'd be happy to take tens or even 20, 30 goal kicks just as long as the score line stays the same. Under pressure, it was a risky move from the defender. Well, look at his guts to find a teammate after all that. Now, twisting and turning, has no passing option. Meanwhile, this is an excellent dribble. Does he have a shot at the end of it? Look at him go, gets taken just when he was about to pull the trigger, lost track of the ball and went crashing down to the ground. Attempting to take a long throw in, let me remind you, the importance of long throw ins has increased by tenfolds this season in almost all the top leagues across Europe. The demand for long throw specialists who could send the ball flat and long into the opposition penalty area is growing. Players are slowly practicing the game with their hands also now, aren't they? Along with their feet. Kickstart slowly edging towards that halftime whistle. I think they'll be frustrated. There has been not a single clear cut opportunity so far, but here could be one unless the defender steps up, and he did so perfectly. You have to see a proper big chance. Can this cross be the solution? The defender heads away, but the striker gets on the end of it, shows respect, doesn't celebrate, but Kickstart have their goal now. What a strike that is. What a brilliant header. That was so simple, so effective. Across from the left wing. No one took him, no one marked him. He had loads of time to launch his delivery into the box. I thought the defender was the favorite, but what grit and determination did the striker show to deposit it in the back of the net? And Kickstart FC have taken the lead, and as things stand, move to the top of the table with a 2-point lead on FC Bengaluru United. With a game in hand, this is all, mind you. Now, this is just excellent. What a header that is. An ideal cross, not much power. He had to generate power. It came at a decent height at an angle. He just flicked it towards the goal. And the goalkeeper, Ponnarsson, I believe you'd be asking questions. Could he have done better? But we'll never know. What a header that is. And now they're hungry for more, aren't they? Kickstart immediately in search of their second before the interval. Tries to play it into the box yet again. This will completely change the manager's halftime talk. I think he'd have been preparing his notes, ready to deliver something. If the game was locked at 0-0, it could be 2-0. What a ribble that is. But cannot get the shot away. On the follow-up, not so far. So close to the second goal yet again. SC Bengaluru, it is their turn to respond now. We have seen very little of them in attack. They need to show more intent and ambition if they are to hurt this Kickstart side that currently sits on top of the league. It's not an easy task. But let me remind you, as winners of the 22-23 edition of the Super Division League, SC Bengaluru have to show up today simply. The long diagonal switch goes out of play. Kabir Tofik didn't show any hurry when the score line was 0-0, and now with the side 1-0 up, do not expect anything from him. He's going to take as long as it gets to get the goal kick away. Striker using his body to win the ball there, but the referee notices some more practice, but the referee didn't like it. Suddenly, with halftime approaching on a goal down, Bengaluru have increased the pressing intensity. This is better from them. They have a chance to test the opposition. That is going to be a free kick and a first booking of the game. A card is showed towards the Kickstart player. He was rash in his tackle. The referee tried to be as lenient as possible, but with constant fouls, he has to lose his tolerance and start booking the players. Now, too many bodies pouring forward. 3 minutes of added time in the first half. Couple of injury and forced stoppages there. Bengaluru have the ball. There goes the cross, knocked towards his strike partner, who will keep it alive. Another delivery, this time easily repelled by the defense, but the danger is not completely gone. Well, the idea was excellent there. Very good idea. You have to applaud the effort. Try to just chip it towards the middle, expecting the run of a striker, but he didn't get it there. Ishan Raghunanda asking dangerous questions from SC Bengaluru. Now, trying to create openings with cute little 1-2s. Under pressure, forced to clear, but the chance is still there, or so they thought. Kickstart with the ball now. Final minute of added time in the first half. Well, I almost thought he was throwing the ball to himself there until he had a runner. SC Bengaluru getting boxed in that area. They would desperately love to get to the half-time mark, at least by only conceding one goal. It looks like Kickstart are the favorites to score the second as well. The referee brings the half to a close. It has been a scrappy affair, but Kickstart are exactly where they wanted to be. In a very decent place. A goal, a header, wonderful header, table at the expense of SC Bengal, failing to make good moves. But at the end of the half, they look like they reached some sort of stability. Can they use it in the second half? Can they turn things around? We'll find out very soon. Welcome back to the second half action. 15 minutes of managers talk and then a turnaround in halves. Will it spark a turnaround in fortunes for SC Bengaluru? We will find out. Attacking from left to right, from right to left of your screen. In green stripes with a comfortable lead. A kickstart. The lead. Kickstart. The so nearly there. 2 points clear with the game in hand. If they win that, it will be a 5 point lead with only 3 games remaining. They only manage, they only need to avoid defeat twice, and then they're over the line. First ever league title. It's in their own hands. They're probably 3 victories away from sealing it. And of course, a slip up from FC Bengaluru United will help their cause, but they can smell it. This is a huge, huge performance, a huge, huge second half for them. SC Bengaluru season has not gone to the way they've expected to go. Now the goalkeeper involved in trying to get his side quickly up the pitch. Bir Tofik not satisfied with a 1 goal lead easy. Should be easy for the defense to clear that. Throw in for kickstart. I think we can expect to see a lot of possession from Sporting Club Bengaluru in the second half, especially Kickstart will be relaxing. They will give the ball to their opposition, ask them to break them down if they can. But with just a single goal advantage to their name, it might backfire. You never know. A long range goal, a deflection, some sort of lapse of concentration can all be deadly for them. At this stage, I don't think they can afford such mistakes, can they? Dancing with the fullback on the right wing. Can he deliver across now? One end to the other in a flash. Ponarson trying to urge his side to jump forward. SC Bengaluru cannot be blunt in attack. They need to show a bit of imagination, and that is an attempt to do so. Sliced into the middle. Now cutting it onto his right foot, has options but will go for goal. The goalkeeper, Ponarson, making the right save there. You have to admire him. He didn't even parry it. He didn't even misplace it. He just perfectly held on to it. The ploy is working. Give the opposition a lot of the ball and then try to break quickly. Kickstart. Still on top of their opposition. Here they are, trying to fire one down the wing. Can a quick 1-2 undo them? Look at the forward line. Two wingers extremely wide and the strikers occupying the center lanes. They are having literally minimal support in the center of the pitch, but they are still making it work. Well, that's what happens when you have plenty of chemistry between the players. As soon as the winger gets the ball, the striker is magically gravitating towards him. With a simple passing exchange, they're able to turn directions and change the trajectory of the game. Yet again, the goalkeeper. Crucial interventions from him. His teammates need to back it up. When one player gives his all and the others fall short of their usual standards, it will be very hard for the keeper to take that. A substitution in the offing for Kickstart. Thought it'd be somewhere around the 60-65 minute mark. But at 55, the manager prioritizing the minutes as we approach the business end of the campaign to make sure that everyone's happy and fit to celebrate that epic title lift that's going to happen. There is a decent chance, that was a decent half chance, you have to say. Now SC Bengaluru decided that it is time to hit the switch. Perhaps a change in tactics, a change in personnel, a change in shape. They did plenty of changes as we approach the hour mark. It has been a very dull affair for them. As things stand, heading to their third loss of the season. Just 15 goals scored in 14 games, including this. There is just about one goal a game. I think to win this league, you need more. For reference, Kickstart FC scored 33 goals in 14 games. There's almost averaging around 2.5 a game. You need goals to win tournaments. Of course, they say that defenses win you titles, but also you need to have enough firepower to back up the defense. Meanwhile, here is a chance. Good link up play shown. Look at the press from Kickstart. Admirable. The fresh legs showing their power and desire to win the ball back. Completely chased SC Bengaluru out of their comfort zone and won a throw in out of nothing. This is absolutely brilliant from Kickstart. This is how you shut down oppositions so easily. Kickstart again, slowing the tempo of the game, just knowing what to do at the right moments. A sign of the champions. I think, will it be fair to call them champions elect with 4 games to go and a 2 point lead with a game in hand? The players will not accept it, the coaches will not accept it, but from the outside, we can continue the chatter. This is such a great position to be in for Kickstart. They'd have craved to be in this position when the season started. Kabir taking it short. Sporting Club Bengaluru win the ball back. The referee says play on. Here is a chance. The shot on target, parried by the goalkeeper. Well, that was casual. I think the players were waiting for a whistle because the player that was down was a man in red shirt and they continued attacking. I think once the attacking side starts taking advantage, the defense has no obligation to wait. They have to keep on playing. And it almost worked for Bengaluru, didn't it? Kabir Tawfiq producing a very good save. The power on that punch. Saving Kickstart's blushes. Slowly the crowd starting to fill out the stands. The end of the working day is when the fun begins. Kickstart only one trophy to the name. Puttaya Memorial Cup in the 22-23 edition. The same season in which SC Bengaluru lifted the Super Division League title. and one promotion to I League 3. This time they are on the cusp of it. Win this, and Kickstart FC will have the bragging rights of playing in I League 3. And who knows, another successful campaign, they might shoot up into the echelons, into the upper echelons of Indian football. Good things are happening, good things are coming your way. The wait for the league season is about to end. We will have the top flight, the ISL resume soon, and along with it, expect announcements on I League 2, and I League 3 as well. Now the injury issue subsiding. So can SC Bengaluru take heart from what they have done just before the injury enforced break? They won the ball back quickly and then tested the goalkeeper. They'll be hoping for more of the same. And here is a free kick for them, pouring defenders forward. But once again, entering the final quarter of the game, it is Kickstart putting pressure here. A lack of continuity in this half so far. Stop start nature, the substitutions, the injuries, not giving clear momentum to either side. Kickstart will take it. Sporting Club Bengaluru will certainly not. That is why you could see literally why they carried on attacking when one of their own player was down injured. They do not want the game to stop simply. They just want the momentum to keep on going. As they hunt the equalizer, there's the switch of play. Kickstart from the right now. Has support on the left. Needs to be a decent cutback. Skied after block, and the goalkeeper, Honnerson, is the favorite for that. He will launch a side forward. Have a throw in now on the right flank. Kickstart slowly trying to ready the ground for a second goal. This goal can certainly kill the game for once and for all. Because as it stands, SC Bengaluru are in no position to gather a goal for themselves. Forget thinking about the second one as well. So goal to win it, but that is a decent delivery. Has got a lot of flight in it. Now, an in swinging corner. So many green shirts packing the area. Need to be a better delivery, but that was aimed towards the edge of the box. A bit strange. At the end of all their promising attacking move, all they can manage is to just give a goal kick to the opposition. Sporting Club Bengaluru trying to take the long pass route. Here is a chance to exploit the wings. A very impatient delivery. The striker was not on his way to making that run. Well, I think that is where communication comes into picture. He just played the ball down the flank. The striker was nowhere beating the defender to that. Now Rakesh comes on top of that tussle, goes down to ground, hopes to get something, but I don't think there's much in it. That's fair play from the defender. Stood his ground, handled the offense well. And that is a costly mistake. That could be a costly mistake. The goalkeeper somehow managing to keep the ball out. Well, for no reason, Bengaluru put themselves in a massive hole and then dug them out. That could have been game over. That is how thin their chances are, how slim their chances are at the moment. They cannot afford to make one such mistake again. Nearly got his pocket picked, but Bengaluru maintained possession. They're missing that ability to carry the ball into tight pockets and find the right pass. Here is a chance now, but the opposition cannot keep the ball there. See Bengaluru still asking the questions. A decent chance to get the ball in. There are plenty of runners as well. Defender gets it away momentarily. Throw into Bengaluru. Look at the passion to win the ball. They're tripling up for one loose ball. And he pretty much has no support. It is arriving now on the left side. Tries to go solo, the striker. Twisting and turning. He has passing options though. Well, I don't think the manager will be pleased with it. You could see the disappointment on the faces of the wingers. They covered so much ground to be in decent positions, but the striker twisted, turned, and took the shot for himself. That is poor, you have to say. You have to use your teammates, especially when you're on breaks. One final cooling break before the contest comes to a close. Kickstart are nearly there. Can they seal the result in the final lap of the game? We will find out. I think the team talk in SC Bengaluru's camp would be very simple. Just try not to make another mistake because that could have been 2-0. Such a lethal mistake that was. And when going forward, when you keep pouring bodies, something will give. and they will have the equalizer. I think that's the advantage of having a cooling break. It acts as a mini halftime team talk, just a minute's opportunity for the players to rest and for the coaches to send the final words across. Substitutions for both sides in motion now. Look at the skill on display, but he was all alone, failed to use any of his teammates. See, Bengaluru need to understand that it is not going to be a solo game. They need to take use of the teammates collectively to grab a result. Couple of tussles there. Bengaluru get the call in their favor. Once again, they're trying to find joy across the left wing. Fullback using his strength and everything to defend the situation, and he does it brilliantly as well. As it's only a goal kick to the opposition. Kickstart. You can feel it. They know it that they're near the finish line. Can they get across it? Is the real question. As things stand, SC Bengaluru are in not a good shape to prevent them from doing it. From playing in I League 3 to mid-table mediocrity in back-to-back years. How did it go so wrong for Sporting Club Bengaluru? There's a lot to be done. Introspection, especially from the players and the management end. Defense there saves the day for now. Red shirts pouring forward, but there is no way ahead as Kickstart dispossess and aim to launch a counter of their own. The idea was right. A perfect long ball could have completely taken everyone out of the picture. But here they are once again. Yet again, the defender coming on top. Look at that. This is the kind of passing we'd love to see between the lines. Striker magically trapping the ball, turning and twisting. The midfielders just firing them perfectly into his path. Well, that was very awkward. Fell under no pressure, and this could be the goal that seals the game. Still a chance for Kickstart, but somehow they spectacularly mess up the chance of making it 2-0. Well, when you think about it, Kickstart have been excellent in the final use of it and have been pretty much average in the final third, you have to say. And the less you talk about them in the second half, the better, because final third play was never their intention in the second half. They're just happy to take the result and run. It's not about the performance now, it's only about the result. Three such results could be the magic figure for them this season as we approach the business end. But before that, they have a corner to defend. Gives it a lot of height. The goalkeeper, that is why you pay the big bucks for. Look at the confidence he had. Look at the swagger. Kabir Tawfiq steps out jumps everyone, makes it look like a 2 year old's job. That is absolutely brilliant from the goalkeeper. And yet again now, the goalkeeper of SC Bengaluru proving his worth. He has been decent as well. Punarsan, except from the header, he was beaten. He did what he had to do, the sweeps, the claims. They're in the right areas. That is where they want to be. And they're exactly there. Kickstart. Game management will kick in certainly as we hit that 85th minute mark. Players will start going down with cramps. You'll see injuries here and there that will magically disappear and appear. Bengaluru have left it too late to do. Through the middle, that was a searching ball, but it is in the grateful grasp of Kabir Tawfiq. I don't think he'll give the ball too soon. Just held it. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the goalkeepers react once the 8-second rule is implemented here. But right now, we have a developing situation inside SC Bengaluru's box. Kickstart, send across towards the far post. Did the defender get anything on it? Just deflected away from his own goal. Yes, he does, but kept in by Kickstart. Tries to hook it on his left, ends up scooping it into the air, which is easily claimed by the goalkeeper who gets injured in the process. Expecting a decent chunk of added time. There were a couple of injury concerns and a minute due to the cooling break. It's never too late for SC Bengaluru to grab one goal or even two goals, who knows? But the question is, do they have it in them? This is a chance. Running out of time, but the fullback uses his body excellently to concede a goal kick. Nothing, nothing is working for SC Bengaluru in attack today. Couldn't even remember a proper shot they've had on target except the punt they've had from outside, which was parried away by Kabir Tawfiq. And that came from a mistake from Kickstart as well. They were too lax in pressing, got found out easily. It's a 3v3. One right pass could kill the game, but they do not find it. When you speak about the quality of the game, not as great as the other fixtures of Kickstart, they have been rusty today for some reason. Not at the races, but anyways, got the result done. That's what they say about champions elect. Now, simply from Kabir Tawfiq's goal kick, and this could be it. And what a chip that is! Game, set, and match for Kickstart FC. Kabir Tawfiq with a fantastic pass from the back, and that is as good as an assist it will be for a goalkeeper. Look at the audacity from the striker. The opposition goalkeeper rushed out, and his eyes lit up. What technique, what audacity to do that. From the edge of the box, with a deft touch to beat the goalkeeper and send the defenders into a miserable feeling. Ponerson probably wasn't supposed to come out there. The defender had it covered, maybe, but chaos in the back line, and they wouldn't care for a bit. Kickstart FC double their advantage. They scored late in the first half and now late in the second half. And with this goal, they've improved their goal difference as well. 34th goal scored in the tournament. And now they have a 2-point advantage with a game in hand over the second place Bengaluru United. This is a dream come true for Kickstart. They're so nearly there at the finish line. Can they get the job done? A first league title awaits them. It's firmly in their hands. And it brings another disappointing outing to an end for SC Bengaluru fans. 14 played, just 50% of them being wins, 7 wins, 4 draws, and this will be the third loss. They have been very miser in front of goal, just 15 goals in 14 games, and have conceded 10. A goal a game, either scored or conceded, is very dangerous for your side, and they have felt it this season. From the highs of the triumph in 2022 to 23 to this for SC Bengaluru. As the referee indicates, there'll be a total of 8 minutes of added time. And we might even go beyond that. He's taking a good lot of time there. SC Bengaluru, whatever they get now, will not be more than a consolation. I think the second goal was more about pushing forward. They say it's better to lose 2-0 than 1-0 and not try. At 1-0 down, approaching the 90-minute mark, they had every right in the world to go hard for the equalizer. And it could have been 3-0 so easily. What an effort that was from outside the box on his left foot. SC Bengaluru started throwing bodies forward, but it didn't work out for them. And ultimately, Kickstart showing everyone why they are the champion select this term. They lag FC Bengaluru United on goal difference. I believe that is on their mind to match the goal difference. Let me tell you, they need to score about 8 goals to catch Bengaluru United on goal difference. Of course, it's not going to happen now, but over the course of the next 4 games, it will be a completely thorough performance, and they have a chance to go invincible. 4 games remaining. They are the only unbeaten side in the tournament. Avoid defeat. A couple of victories and a couple of draws will get the job done. And then an invincible Super Division League title in the 25-26 edition. History beckons for Kickstart FC. Are they prepared? Is the real question. Look at the hunger there to press even in the 95th minute. That is the advantage of having such fresh legs on the field. And now another drive from the deep. The ball will not reach the left flank. Gets smuggled in the middle. Kept alive by Kickstart. Bengaluru have given up on this game. You could see the frustrated faces. You could see the runners not tracking back. They are just desperate for the full time whistle to go. Well, if you observe it, plenty of possession for SC Bengaluru has come in their own half. And that is thanks to Kickstart's excellent press. They're pressing the opposition in their own half, forcing them to go sideways and backways, escaping all the trouble because they don't have the incisive nature to break that press with their passing. That was just proven true today, all game long. We haven't seen one line breaker, one defense splitting pass to the forward line. Final 120 seconds of the game. Smart save late on. It could have been 3-0. Look at Kickstart not giving up even in the 98th minute. Their hunger for points now is just insatiable. That's a fantastic pass around the corner, the cross into the middle. Keeper claims it. Well, only to give it away. Time for one more attack, says the referee. Kickstart in the mood for some more. And that's the full-time whistle. Welcome Kickstart FC as the new league leaders of Super Division League. They take a commanding 2-point lead at the top of the table with 4 games to go and are looking pretty much like the champions elect. Let me remind you, they have a game in hand over the second placed FC Bengaluru United. Another victory will take them 5 points clear with 3 remaining. What a result this is for Kickstart. They started slowly. A header from Rakesh opened the scoring late in the first half. SC Bengaluru tried their everything to get back into the game, but they simply didn't have the right tools to hurt the opposition. When they threw everything forward in search of an equalizer, that is what Kickstart were looking for. They scored the knockout punch, an ambitious chip, an audacious chip, you have to say, to seal the result and confirm their ascension to the top of the table. A brilliant result for them. Full-time result, Kickstart 2 and SC Bengaluru, who remain in 6-0. 14 games, 12 wins, 2 draws, 38 points, 2 clear of Bengaluru United with the game.